Hey, this is Taylor at Truck World RVA. Today we're going to be taking a look at this 2015 Ram 5500. It's a Cummins 6.7 diesel-powered truck, made it to a AISIN automatic transmission. It is four-wheel drive, has just under 236,000 miles on it, 11-foot Adkins service body, HT7 Autocrane with a 7,000-pound maximum lifting capacity, two-stage hydraulic extension out to 21 feet. That crane is run off a brand new factory remote and receiver. We just replaced both. It's got a couple sets of drawers, hydraulic outriggers. The entire bed is run off a Miller EnPak. It's a Kubota diesel powered, all-in-one hydraulic unit, compressor, and generator. Really nice truck all the way around. This truck came off fleet from North Carolina. There's no rust whatsoever in the truck. There are some areas of paint failure on the bed, just some minor chips, dings, dents, scratches. You can see like right there, that area of paint failure there around the wheel chock holder. The goal of these videos is to show you everything about the truck so that expectations and reality match up 100%. So the first half I'm going to go through and kind of do a cosmetic overview, point out any imperfections I find. We'll look inside all the bins, underneath the truck, inside the cab. Second half of the video, we'll do a cold start, a drive, and then we'll demonstrate how all the equipment works. If at any point you have any questions or need any additional photos, videos, or information, feel free to call or text 804-716-8487. You do have power windows there and power locks. The truck does come with two key fobs, and then keys for the bed as well. The driver's seat, bottom and back, are in good shape. No rips or tears there. Some staining on the center console, no rips in that console lid. It looks like we probably replaced that. And then the passenger seat as well is clean. It's vinyl seats and rubber floors. Again, it is four-wheel drive. You have your factory exhaust brake. Those switches all send power to your compartment lighting. All the compartments are lit, as well as your EnPak. There's an EnPak control panel in the crane compartment. Cruise control, and then Bluetooth phone off the steering wheel as well. Headliner has a little bit of staining, some oil staining on it, as well as on your visor. Some of the dirt inside the cab, just in the floor and kind of around the door here, does need to be cleaned up some more. I'll have my detailer address that Monday. And then right on this sill where you come in and out of the truck is just kind of scraped up, as well as right here where the seatbelt probably got caught in the door and they tried to shut the door on it. You have a little dent with a scratch right here, little scratch right here. No major dents in the driver's side of the cab. It's clean other than that. You have your factory running boards. We'll look down underneath, just have some dirt and whatnot. Again, this truck came out of North Carolina. So there's not really any rust to speak of other than just some dirt. Air tank's mounted down there. I'm sorry, that's a DEF tank, not an air tank. If you'd like a copy of all the service just performed on this truck, feel free to call or text 804-716-8487. I can send you all the parts and labor receipts for everything we just did to the truck. Anything we find on it that needs addressed, we take care of. It's got brand new steer tires here. I don't remember exactly what we did to this one. I know we did a good bit of service work to it. Typically on the Rams, it's a lot of front end stuff. A little dent here in the bumper, but again, it'll be on the write-up anywhere you see the truck listed. And additionally, I can send you receipts for all that. A couple chips here on the front of the hood there. No major damage to the hood, but a couple rock chips there. Passenger side shows fairly clean. Not seeing much anything over here that needs pointed out. Some scratches there. Bottom door sill, little dent there in that rocker panel. The front of the bed does have some chips all up it where it caught rocks and whatnot, road debris. No damage, no dents or dings on the passenger door. Again, passenger seat is clean, free of any rips or tears. Jump seat as well. Once again, the bed is an 11-foot Adkins built service body. Really heavy built bed. I like Adkins beds quite a lot. If you've never been around one, they're a small bed manufacturer down in North Carolina. They build a really nice bed. We'll go through some of the features of the bed as we look around. A little bit of paint failure here around this reflective marker. And then in between these hinges, see a little bit right there. A little bit up in there. Really anywhere there's kind of a transition spot. This front cabinet is your torch cabinet. So you have your tall compartment in the front to accommodate your torch bottles, as well as some easy track there to lock them in. And then it's split into, this divided portion has 3 shelves, kind of a skinny set of shelves. All the bed compartments also have this interior LED puck lighting. So that's controlled off that upfitter switch in the cab for compartment lights. So all your compartments do light up off of one switch, which is pretty nice. All the doors close, latch, lock, and seal as they should. The bins are watertight. These latches are all keyed the same, so the same key operates all the latches. This is your passenger second compartment here. Shelf down there on the floor. You have this interior tab system here, so you can easily relocate your shelves, change the height, add in more, take them out pretty easily. Again, another LED puck light on the inside here. And you can kind of see all over the bed, again, just all these little corner parts and whatnot. You just have just some minor paint failure. Once you walk away, you don't really notice it or see it. You're only noticing it when you get up close. The main portion of the paint is still in great shape. You can see the reflection in it, but you do have just some chips all the way around. Here's a shot of the bed tag. It was manufactured about the same year as the truck. So I would assume the bed and the truck have always been together. It's a safe assumption. Brand new drive tires as well. Peek up in there at the bed floor, nice and solid. This is your passenger wheel well compartment. You have one long shelf inside of here, some dividers down there you could put in for organization. Here's your crane compartment. So you have your Railcraft hose reel, your air regulator and dryer. Your EnPak control panel is tucked away back there. That's what turns the EnPak on and off. Here's a shot of the load chart. So again, it's a 7,000 pound maximum lifting capacity, 20-foot 6-inch 2-stage hydraulic extension. The bed does have this master lock system, so if you slide this in, put a padlock through it up there, you can lock all the doors at once as well as individually locking them. You have hydraulic outriggers, a large workbench rear bumper, tons of pass-through storage down here. Just kind of eyeballing it is probably about 18 inches across, maybe 1.5 feet across by maybe 1.5 feet tall. It's a pretty large compartment. You can see a lot of chips on the bumper itself as well as on the outrigger. This is your control for the outriggers, so it's hydraulic extend. This diverts hydraulic flow between the outrigger and the crane right here. Hydraulic up and down, and the crane side is hydraulic extend. Again, nice large workbench rear bumper. You have 2 work lights back here. Working vise, tow hitch receiver, and some factory D-ring tie downs in the bed. Tons of lay down space in the bed. Another feature on this bed that helps keep it watertight is there's never a need to drill into the top of the box to add accessories on. It has this nice piece of metal here built in it's like a rail. So toolbox, and then the EnPak and the EnPak auxiliary tank are all on the rail. There's no holes drilled in the top of the bed, so again, keeps the bed nice and watertight. You have this nice strip rail here as well. So all in all, I think you can tell I like Adkins beds. We see a lot of them just where we are. Like I said, they're out of North Carolina. Some chips on this door right around that handle. This is the driver rear compartment. You have 3 shelves in here. Coming along here, again, just a little bit right here on that door edge. And then again, some more paint failure there around the wheel chock holder. 1 shelf inside the driver wheel well compartment. Another shot up underneath the bed. One full set of center grip drawers. That one needs a little lubrication, as does that one. Pretty decent drawers, not as nice as say C-Tech, but overall they're pretty solid. I think this is just some old decal here that needs to come off. That's not paint peel. Let's see. Yeah. I'll get the rest of that off later on. Another set here, full set of drawers. Again, these aren't as nice as a C-Tech unit, like I was saying, but they're solid drawers. They seem to hold up well. I see a lot of them. And same deal as the other side, you just have some rock chips down the front of that bin. Well, that about wraps up the cosmetic portion of the demo video. Again, if you have any questions, if you want to see anything else up close, if there's anything else you want some videos or pictures of, call or text anytime. It's 804-716-8487. I'm gonna start the truck up, hop in and take it for a spin, and then we will run the EnPak and run all of the equipment on it. All right, so miles 235, 953. $41.37 idle, $55.26 drive. Again, this truck's been fully serviced, Virginia State Safety inspected. If you'd like a copy of anything we've done to the truck before offering it for sale, call or text anytime, 804-716-8487. And again, a full write-up of what we've done to the truck is on my website. However, if you'd like copies of those repair invoices, parts and labor receipts, happy to send those over to you. Just gonna take it for a quick drive around the cul-de-sac here. You gotta wait to turn. Then once I get it back, do a shot of the engine, and we'll get the EnPak running. The EnPak is a all-in-one unit, so the truck does not need to run for the EnPak to run all your hydraulic functions on your bed. So it has a built-in compressor, generator, and it runs the hydraulic outriggers as well as your crane. Again, it's a Cummins powered truck with an AISIN automatic transmission. does have a rear view camera in the dash. It's helpful. I'm going to use my mirrors to back up, but it's nice to have it there anyway. And before I run all the equipment on the bed, I'm going to show you some of the lights as well. So let me throw this in park here. I'm going to go ahead and send power to all the lights. So your upfitter switches there, send power to your EnPak, your strobe light, compartment lights, and your floodlight as well. The top mounted strobe there. So again, for lighting, you have your top mount strobe, and then all the interior compartments are lit just with an LED puck light. Provides excellent lighting, kind of shines in the compartment as well as your work area. Again, Adkins is the only bed manufacturer I know of that does this, and I think it makes a lot of sense. So lighting inside all the bins, you have these two rear LED work lights as well as two more mounted up at the headache rack up front by your strobe. So tons of work lighting. No lighting on the side. You have the door lights obviously, but probably could use a set of side LED lights as well. But overall, really good lighting options on the truck. Now, one of the benefits of the EnPak obviously is that you don't have to sit and idle your truck while you're running your equipment. So the EnPak controller's on here with the parking brake set and the power set on back here. Powers up the unit. Go ahead and start it right there. It's going to warm up. Now the EnPak draws off the truck's fuel tank, so it does need to be over a quarter tank to draw, but it obviously is Kubota diesel powered, so it runs off of the truck's fuel. Go ahead and deploy the outrigger here. So that's your outriggers fully deployed. Again, the remote is a brand new wireless unit. The receiver is new as well. Pop that on right there. Set to speed 100. You can change the speed, the max speed. Each button is individually proportioned, so depending on how hard you press down the button is how fast the crane will run. But you can also change the max speed setting as well. If it's too jerky, you can set the speed down so the max speed is not quite as high. Give it a second here to link, and then we'll run the crane. So one thing I forgot, I mentioned it earlier, but you do need to switch this from outrigger to crane. So up is crane, so now I have hydraulic flow going to the crane. The idle's commanded through demand. So obviously when you're running a function, it idles up. I'll let it sit for a second, and it should idle back down here, like so. And then as soon as you hit a function again, it idles back up. So as you're running it, it'll idle up and down as the load demands. I'm going to run the crane out full extension, and then I'll operate the compressor portion of the EnPak. Super quick winch. I'm going to unhook that pulley block, and then we'll run the crane all the way out. Again, it's a two-stage extension out to 20 feet, 6 inches. Both stages are full hydraulic. There's no pin pull-out extension. Obviously, it's not a continuous 360-degree turn. It will go one spin around either way, so you can stow it on either side of the truck. Capable of dual function. You can see I'm going around and coming down at the same time. Kind of hard to do one-handed. In the rotation gear. When you stop it, it has a little bit of a sway. Nothing terrible. And then again, with the speed control, I'm going to ease it in here. So if you just barely press the button, you can get it to move nice and slow. Inch it down in place. Again, you switch this down for outrigger control. Quick operation on the outriggers. You come around to the EnPak right here. Turn the compressor on. So now it's going to start building air. So it looks like, oh, it's working now. Need to replace the air regulator. It looks like that is bad. So it looks like we need to replace the air regulator, but it is building air. The air regulator, and then it looks like there's a pressure sensor internally that needs to be replaced as well. So we'll address that. but it does build air. Just needs that minor fix there. One of the purposes of doing these videos is it gives me a chance to run through everything and make sure there's nothing that got missed. But anyway, thank you again for watching. Once again, it's a 2015 Ram 5500, 11-foot Adkins bed, 7,000-pound Autocrane, 21-foot reach, 4-wheel drive. If you have any questions or need any additional photos, videos, or information, feel free to call or text 804-716-8487. Thanks again for watching.